Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your August 2022 love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us is what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side we have the Cosmic Tarot. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that away, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Princess of Arrows. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Swords. And this could just be saying that in the past you guys might have reached out to them. You probably had some romantic interest in them in the past as well, but I feel like with the butterflies there could have been some nervousness around that. And I don't know why this is refusing to focus right now, but yeah, that's primarily what I'm getting there. Could just be saying that you guys are reaching out to them and maybe didn't fully come across with how you were feeling toward them, but at the very least you made an attempt to establish that dialogue with them. Right, past energy on their side, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a Virgo energy here. It could just be saying that maybe you might have even met them through the workplace too. So there could have been some nervousness there. And that might have made things a little bit more complicated as well. But yeah, this isn't saying that you guys necessarily met through work. It could just be saying that this person might have had more of a focus on work and came across as very stable, but not necessarily, very clear as far as whether they also felt the same way toward you. All right, in the present position, we have the Prince of Arrows. So this is the equivalent of the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini energy here. And it could just be saying that your confidence is growing around the situation as far as reaching out to them and letting them know how you're feeling. So yeah, we even see the name Cupid on the card as well. So yeah, I feel like this is saying your confidence is growing and you're probably a little bit more sure of yourselves as far as reaching out to them and expressing how you're feeling. And present energy on their side, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So at the very least, this says to me that they do appear to be single, fairly independent as well. They seem to be doing fairly well as far as finances too. Even though we see the drop from the 10 to the 9 there, right? I still feel like that's saying overall it is still in pretty good shape. But yeah, like I said, maybe this is just someone who could have a bit more of a career focus at this time and isn't really necessarily actively paying attention to love connections. All right, future energy on your side, we have power. So this is actually the equivalent of the Emperor in traditional tarot, which is Aries energy. So yeah, I feel like this is another indicator, like I said, not only is your confidence growing, but I feel like your feelings are growing as well. Aries energy for you guys is 5th house energy, which is romance, creativity. So yeah, I feel like this is saying that for sure you guys are going to feel a lot more confident toward the connection in the future and actually building on the connection with them. All right, future energy on their side, we have the Fool. So I feel like this is saying that for them, because we do see they do appear to have quite a conservative energy to them in the past and the present, right? I feel like this is saying that for them, it would be a bit of a risk to actually get into this connection with you, but I feel like this is saying that they will actually take that opportunity to. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Triumph. And this is the equivalent of the World card in traditional tarot. So yeah, this could represent the successful completion there, right? Where, like we said, we see that steady growth on your side as far as feeling more confident around expressing yourself toward this person, and then feeling more confident toward the connection as a whole. For some of you, there could have been physical distance between the two of you. I didn't necessarily pick up on that with these cards, but it's certainly a possibility given the artwork we see there. All right, and the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Nine of Swords. So yeah, this is definitely an interesting energy to see here because I feel like this is saying that While they might present themselves as cool, calm, and collected on the surface, it could just be saying that underneath the surface they might have been a little bit freaked out, And I don't feel like, again, it's personal toward you, but I just feel like they were probably just so focused on the day-to-day work type stuff, right, that when this connection comes along and you guys seem to be growing in your confidence toward them, I feel like it was like, just a bit of a shock to the system for them more than anything. But like I said, with that Fool energy, I feel like that's saying that they actually will take that opportunity. To them, that might seem like a huge risk, right? Whereas for you, you seem like you're pretty comfortable with it. So just a little bit of a difference in energies there. All right, so moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Moonlight deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck before we started recording. What I'm looking for is unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And we'll look for jumpers initially, but if I shuffle for a while without any coming up, then I'll actually just put the deck down and pull cards that way. So we'll see what we get. Alright, and that doesn't want to go back in the deck. And next we'll see what we get from them to you. Almost have one there. Alright, so nothing's coming up on their side, so what I'll do is put the deck down and just give me a few seconds to tune in and we'll just pull a card that way. Put yours there. Alright. So we'll go with this one here. And let me move this out of the way. Alright, so on your side, we have Gentle. Okay, it says, I'm staying away from you because the last thing I want to do is to hurt you. Interesting message there. I did sense that shyness there, but I didn't necessarily feel like it was, because he feared that you would cause him harm in some way. So maybe you might have even picked up on their shyness, which is funny because I was talking about with the Nine of Swords where they might present themselves as very calm, but underneath the surface they might have been a little freaked out. So maybe you guys intuitively might have picked up on it or something, and that could have been why you were easing yourselves into it, but definitely an interesting message there. And then on their side, alright, we have no. That's not very helpful, right? So I don't know what we want to think of that, but let's see what the Wisdom of the Oracle adds to the mix. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck as well, but we're just going to get one card here with general advice to wrap the reading up. Alright, there we go. So you guys got regeneration. Alright, there's the artwork on it, and the number is 46. So yeah, maybe you guys already have a history. I didn't necessarily pick up on that though. But yeah, we'll see what it says. Okay, the relationship message says the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. So yeah, like I said, I did see a growth in your energy. I thought that it was more directly toward the connection where that growth was coming, but it could just be saying in general you're experiencing some improvement, and that's in turn also improving your love life. But yeah, like I said, it looks like this person's just trying to stay cool on the surface, but in the future I do see them wanting to take the risk toward the connection as well. So hope it resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.